Hey everyone, how's it going today? I hope you're feeling great, because today I've got something really exciting to share with you. Yes, you've definitely heard of the Mona Lisa, right? That small painting that almost everyone on this planet recognizes. But here's the real question. Why is it so famous? Why does it get so much attention? And do you have any idea how much it's worth? Let me tell you. The Mona Lisa is truly priceless. Yes, you heard that correctly, there's no amount of money that could ever buy it. But why? What makes it so unique? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. And listen closely, because this is perfect for improving your English listening and speaking skills. So you can learn while we solve this mystery. Let's travel back 500 years, to the year 1503. There was a man named Leonardo da Vinci, and honestly, this man wasn't just intelligent, he was a true genius. Like, the kind of genius you only hear about in history. Leonardo wasn't only a painter out at all. He was an engineer, a scientist, an architect, a sculptor, and even a mapmaker. He studied the stars, the human body, plants, and even fossils. I mean, how could one person know so much? He was someone who could do almost anything. Now, let's focus on the Mona Lisa, the painting that made Leonardo da Vinci one of the most famous artists ever. Did you know it took him 14 years to finish it? 14 years, can you even imagine that? And here's something unbelievable. He spent 12 years just working on her lips. Yes. That's right, 12 entire years on her smile. So why did it take so long? Well, the Mona Lisa has this strange smile that doesn't feel clearly happy or sad. Sometimes it looks soft and gentle. Other times it feels like she's hiding something. Her expression seems to shift depending on how you feel and the angle you view her from. Isn't that fascinating? Leonardo was deeply focused on making her look perfect. He wanted her to feel alive, which is why he worked carefully on every detail: her eyes, her hair, her skin, and especially her lips. People often say her smile feels magical because it's so mysterious. But wait, here's another question. Who is the Mona Lisa? The truth is, nobody knows for sure. Some believe she was a real woman named Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a wealthy merchant. Others think she was simply someone Leonardo imagined. And here's a surprising idea: some even believe the Mona Lisa could actually be a self-portrait of Leonardo himself as a woman. Sounds crazy, right? Now, let me share some interesting details about the painting. First, her eyes. Her gaze seems to follow you wherever you move. It feels like she's always watching you, no matter where you stand. A bit strange, maybe, but definitely impressive. Second, the background. If you look carefully, it's also full of mystery. It doesn't represent a real place, but instead looks like a dreamy, almost unreal world. Third, the smile. Her smile is the biggest mystery of all. Is she happy, sad, or hiding something? That's why people call it the most mysterious smile in the world. Now, let's talk about one of the most shocking moments in the history of the Mona Lisa: the time it was stolen. Yes, that's right. The Mona Lisa was once taken, and surprisingly, this event is actually what made it famous. Unbelievable, right? Let's dive into that story and uncover the drama behind it. First, let's answer something important. Why is the Mona Lisa in France and not Italy? Leonardo da Vinci was Italian. So why isn't the painting there? Well, here's what happened. In the final years of his life, Leonardo moved to France. He was invited by the French king, Francis I, who admired his talent and wanted him at the royal court. The king gave Leonardo a beautiful home near the Loire Valley, where he spent his last years. When Leonardo died in 1519, The Mona Lisa stayed in France. The royal family kept it, and later it became part of the Louvre Museum in Paris, where it remains today. Now, let's get to the most exciting part, the theft. This happened in 1911, more than 100 years ago. Back then, the Mona Lisa was just one painting among many in the Louvre. It was appreciated, but not nearly as famous as it is now. So why was it stolen? The man behind it was Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian worker who had worked at the museum. He believed the Mona Lisa belonged to Italy, not France. He thought the French had taken it unfairly and wanted to return it to his country. One morning, Peruggia hid inside the museum after it closed. He quietly entered the room where the Mona Lisa was displayed, removed it from the wall, hid it under his coat, and simply walked out. No alarms, no guards chasing him, nothing. When people discovered the painting was gone, the news spread everywhere. It was on the front pages across the world. Even though it wasn't extremely famous before, the mystery of its disappearance made everyone curious. What's even more surprising is that after it was stolen, people started visiting the Louvre just to see the empty space where it used to hang. Imagine that, a blank spot drawing crowds. For 2 years, the Mona Lisa was missing. No one knew where it was or who had taken it. During that time, many well-known figures were suspected, including the artist Pablo Picasso. Yes, really. But in 1913, Peruggia was caught while trying to sell the painting to an art dealer in Italy. The dealer quickly realized it was the real Mona Lisa and contacted the police. Peruggia was arrested, and the painting was safely returned to the Louvre. Here's the truth. Before the theft, the Mona Lisa wasn't the most famous painting in the world. It was admired, but not a global symbol. However, the theft changed everything. The dramatic story made headlines everywhere for months. People became fascinated with the Mona Lisa, her mysterious smile, her past, and her value. When it was returned, millions came to see it, and since then, it has become the most visited painting ever. Now, let's talk about its value. How much is the Mona Lisa worth? In 1962, it was insured for $100 million, which today would be over $900 million. But in reality, it's priceless. Nobody can buy it, no matter how rich they are. After the theft, the Louvre made sure to protect it more than ever. Today, it is kept inside a special case made of bulletproof glass. This case also controls temperature and humidity to keep it safe. Here's the thing, the Mona Lisa isn't only famous because of her mysterious smile or perfect details. It's also because of the stories connected to it. The genius artist, Leonardo da Vinci, the mystery of the woman, and the dramatic theft that made it globally known. Now that we've explored Leonardo's brilliance and the famous theft, let's go even deeper. There's still so much more to discover about this painting. Let me take you further into the hidden secrets, surprising facts, and lesser-known details inside the Mona Lisa. Get ready, because this part is truly fascinating. Have you ever looked at a painting and felt like the eyes were following you? That's exactly what happens with the Mona Lisa. No matter where you stand, her gaze seems to move with you. But how does that work? It's because Leonardo used a technique called sfumato, which means soft in Italian. He blended colors so smoothly that no sharp lines are visible. This makes her eyes appear very real, almost as if she's alive. Some even say she can see your secrets because of the way she looks at you. A little creepy, right? Now, let's return to her famous smile. It's more than just a smile, it's a mystery. If you're feeling happy, it may seem cheerful, but if you're feeling down, it might look slightly sad. It feels like her expression changes based on your emotions. How did Leonardo create this effect? He used light and shadow in such a precise way that her face appears different, depending on how you view it. Some people call this the Mona Lisa effect. Now observe the background closely. It's not just simple hills and rivers, it feels almost like a dreamlike scene. The landscape has winding paths, bridges, and water that seem to lead nowhere. An interesting detail is that both sides of the background are not equal. The left side sits lower than the right, creating a visual illusion that adds to the mystery. Some believe this represents the balance of life, happiness and sadness, reality and imagination. Now, here's something exciting. Over time, experts have examined the Mona Lisa using advanced technology like X-rays and infrared imaging, and they discovered hidden details. First, changes in the painting. Leonardo made several adjustments while working on it. For example, beneath her current smile, there's another version that looks slightly different. Second, hidden marks in her eyes. Some researchers believe tiny letters and numbers are hidden there, possibly Leonardo's initials or secret signs. Third, no eyebrows or eyelashes. You may notice she doesn't have them. Some think Leonardo intentionally left them out to give her a timeless appearance. The Mona Lisa has had a difficult journey. Beyond being stolen, it has survived wars, revolutions, and even attacks. Here are some surprising moments. During the French Revolution, it was moved to storage for protection. During World War II, it was hidden to keep it safe from the Nazis. In 1956, someone threw a stone at it, damaging a small part. Another person tried to spray paint it, but was stopped. Fortunately, today it is well protected with bulletproof glass. Did you know the Mona Lisa has influenced music, films, and even internet culture? Here are a few examples. It has appeared in songs by artists like Nat King Cole and Beyonce. It has been featured in movies, television, and cartoons. Its image has been recreated in many creative ways, including Lego designs and coffee art. This shows how deeply it is connected to global culture. Now here's the real question. Why does the Mona Lisa continue to capture attention? It's not just her appearance or smile, it's the stories, history, and emotions connected to her. The Mona Lisa is more than a painting. She represents art, mystery, and human imagination. Leonardo da Vinci put his passion into this work, and you can feel it. Even after 500 years, she still seems alive. That's why millions travel to Paris every year just to see her, even if only for a moment. The Mona Lisa is surrounded by mysteries, and many theories have been suggested over time. Let's look at a few. First, could it be a self-portrait? Some believe Leonardo painted himself in disguise. Comparing his face with hers shows similarities. Maybe he expressed both sides of himself. Second, who is she really? While many agree she is Lisa Gherardini, others think she could be someone else entirely, a noble figure, a symbolic character, or even imaginary. Some believe she represents eternal beauty rather than a real person. Third, hidden messages. Some think Leonardo included secret symbols in the painting. Details in her eyes, background, and clothing have been studied for meaning. Maybe he left clues about his ideas, discoveries, or beliefs. Now think about this. The Mona Lisa is more than 500 years old, yet still feels modern. Why is that? First, her universal appeal. Her expression reflects emotions we all understand. Whether you see joy, sadness, or mystery, you feel connected to her. She speaks to everyone, regardless of language or culture. Second, Leonardo's advanced techniques. He combined science, mathematics, and art to create something unique. It's not just a painting, it's a human achievement. Third, her worldwide recognition. She survived wars, thefts, and damage, yet remains one of the most famous artworks. Her story shows how art connects people across the world. It represents creativity, determination, and shared history. Owning it would mean owning a piece of human civilization. What truly makes the Mona Lisa special is how she inspires millions every year. She's not just art on a wall, she reminds us what humans can accomplish when they think big. Leonardo didn't create her for fame or wealth. He painted her out of passion and purpose. It took him 14 years, including 12 years just on her lips. His dedication teaches patience and effort. Even though he never saw her global fame, his work changed history forever. The Mona Lisa gives us powerful lessons. Dream big and keep learning. Leonardo was more than an artist, he was an inventor and thinker, showing that curiosity has no limits. Stay patient and committed. Great things take time and effort. Leave your impact. Like Leonardo, everyone has something unique to share. Whether it's art, music, teaching, or any passion, it can inspire others for years. The Mona Lisa is not just a painting. She is a story, a symbol, and a masterpiece that connects humanity. Every time you see her, you remember Leonardo's brilliance and the power of creativity to transform the world. As you finish the story, ask yourself, what is your Mona Lisa? What can you create that inspires others? How will you leave your mark? And that brings us to the end of the Mona Lisa mystery. I hope you enjoyed this journey and learned something valuable. Remember, the Mona Lisa is more than art. She is proof of what we can achieve when we dream, work hard, and never give up. Thank you for being part of this amazing journey. Now go out and create your own masterpiece.